Right, we crack off the list. Oh, and this is in no particular order, please. Just all of them are great in their own sense, in their own way. They can wear, like I say, anytime, any place anywhere. But this one came out last year, and this from Maison Alhambra. This is Jano Immortal. This obviously is a clone of Louis Vuitton fragrance. But oh my good god, pardon me. This has got some grapefruit and ginger off the top, which smells amazing. It's a bit like that long from Yves Saint Laurent combo up the top, which is very, very nice. Some water notes, ton of ambroxan in it, which means it lasts absolutely hours. Runs about 24 quid. Seems up to about 30, 32, give or take, depending on where you go. Also got a touch of sage in here, and some seeing notes. It is freaking awesome. Whereas when you heavy, like, it's kind of got a little bit of a shower gel fragrance, but really freshened up. This thing is amazing. Whereas when you like, guarantee you people will love this one. It's just got the perfect opening. It works every single time. So if you can't pull off this ginger and grapefruit opening, I mean, I'd be very surprised if you can't. But this one, fantastic for the price. And this is called Jano Immortal by Maison. Right, next one up, and this runs about £18 to £20, give or take, and this is a clone of Elysium from Roger Parfums, which costs about 200 quid plus. So this is a tenth of the price, but it's just as good. This is Imperium by Fragrance World. This, and then again, if you see the bottle, they look like they've tried to dupe it to the death. So they're not hiding what they're doing here. But my god. It's got some lemon in it, thyme in it, touch of rose, pink pepper, a little bit of vanillic notes in it, and touch of musk. This is amazing. I have not got the original Elysium to compare to, but I have the intense version. And if there's anything similar to it, which it is, I think it is a pretty good dupe of the original. Under 20 quid, it smells fantastic. Yes, the quality might not be as good, but for a tenth of the price, just to reapply it. Now, it does normally last about 5 hours on my skin, so again, take that and maybe take a bit with you if you go to work or whatever you're doing. Smells fantastic. Wear this when you like, and actually when it's cooler weather, this smells even better. Again, for the price you're paying for it, hard to beat. This is Fragrance World, Imperium. Right, next one up on the list. This is a classic clone that came out of donkey's years ago. And this one is from the house of Armoff, and this is Dresden Wheat, which is obviously a clone of Creed Green Irish Tweed. And Green Irish Tweed at this point is iconic. It's been out since 1985, and this one does the job extremely, extremely well. So it's got that lemon verbena, which is very punchy up the top, which just makes it very nice. With a touch of florals with iris, lavender, which makes it very gentlemanly, and a touch of sandalwood. Again, this is so cheap. This would, I think, if I remember correctly, between £16 and £20. So again, it's very, very cheap. It's very versatile. It does smell very close to Green Irish Tweed, which I do have a bottle of. This is about 95% of the way there. Obviously, Green Irish Tweed doesn't last long. Neither does this, but this lasts about 4 to 5 hours. Again, pretty similar to the last one. So if you can't, you need to maybe take some with you if you go to work again, like I said before. Amazing fragrance, dirt cheap, fantastic, and especially if you're trying to start off a collection, any of these would just be a great initial starting point just to get you into fragrances and see what works for you. And that's what I'm here for. So this is Dresden Wheat by Armoff. Okay, then next one up, and this is a new acquaintance to the collection, and I have to say I'm very, very impressed. Now, this one's from Fragrance World. This is called the Jag of Clubs, and this is a clone of Yves Saint Laurent Nada Blue Electric, and this costs about 25, if I remember correctly, where I picked this up. Oh, but it does smell like that initial, like, got lavender, ginger, a touch of cardamom in here, and a little bit of vetiver in the base. It is about 90% of the way. of blue electric, which I do have 2 bottles of, but because I've got this, I would wear this over that, because obviously that's been discontinued, which is a pain in the bum. I hate when fragrances just suddenly go Brit proof, but that's the way it is. This is a great alternative. I would highly recommend it. Again, even if you have 2 of these, like maybe have this one for the spring and summer, this maybe for fall, winter, a little bit spicier, a little bit sexier. Again, you could wear it for date night. Perfectly, absolutely happy with that. So this is a great element from Fragrance World. This is Jack of Clubs. Okay, the next one up, and this I've mentioned a fair few times on the channel, and for good reason. If you like Kilian Porsche Under Rocks, which is one of my favourite Kilians, I think he's in my top 3. When this came out, and I was a bit like, what is this? This is Kiss Me at Moscow by Mason Alhambra. And again, this smell, oh yeah, it's got some rhubarb and some coriander, which is a kind of unusual notes that you'd expect in this. Smells got like some citrus in here, cardamom, and a little touch of broxine in here. Again, it does actually last a decent amount of time. I get 6 to 7 hours off this, considering it's a fresher fragrance and you don't normally expect them to last that much longer. This might be an alternative to the other 2. I think this is a fantastic little number. Perfect. Cooler of the day, actually, the better this works. So, and again, if it's hotter, works great. So, it is a great versatile little weapon, and you will smell absolutely fantastic. And it's not hard to pull off any of these. And the next one's probably the hardest one to pull off, but I think this one is probably one of the easiest. This is Kiss Me at Moscow by Mason Alhambra. Right, this is the hardest one to pull off. And I'll tell you why, because it's a clone of Terre This came out, I think, in 2021. It's called Afterno Man by Armoff. And the bottle's pretty unique. I don't have a problem with it, but in terms of smell, it is bang on. Absolutely bang on. So there's some black pepper, orange, saffron, a bit of vesper, touch of lavender in here. Again, smells absolutely brilliant. It does do it to the mist. I'd say 95% of the way there. This runs about 22 to 25, give or take where you are. Sometimes you can find it even cheaper than that. Again, if you like that Tedmes, that earthy, slightly dirty, flinty orange type notes, you will love this, because Tedmes is not cheap. It's around about 60, 70 quid. Again, if you can get it sub 20, that's an absolute steal for this one. Amazing fragrance. Again, I would say more fall and winter. This is where I find it will probably shine a little bit better, but that's just personal preferences. So this is Afterno Man by Armoff. Okay, last 4, and these are my slightly more favourable ones. Just, I mean, only by a touch. This next one, again, is a perfect date night fragrance. This is a perfect fall and winter fragrance. So again, even if you have 2 of these, you're still probably about sub 40, 50 quid. So for that price, you can get 2 really good ones. Maybe go spring, summer, fall, winter, and just wear the heck out of them. This from the house of Lattafa is Kismet Angel. Obviously, it's a clone of Angel Share. Now, I spoke about some of these, but this one to me is a little sweeter. It's got that chocolatiness in it, and the vanilla, with the cognac in it, tonka, and a bit of caramel. It's sweet, it's delectable, it's boozy, it's sexy. That's all I can say about this one. You can dress this up, dress it down, especially in the winter, when you want to have a bit more of a cozy type fragrance. This one will do it justice for you. I think it's a great little number, and it runs about 20 to 25 pounds, give or take where you go. Sometimes you can find it for sub 20. If you find it for sub 20, it's a steal at that point. So this is Kismet Angel by Lattafa. Okay, last 3, and this next one has had a lot of hype, and for good reason. It does smell very close to the original what it's supposed to smell. I feel like we have apart from Somali, and who doesn't? Leighton, you'll probably know which one this is. This is Detour to Wild by Al Halamain. This is absolutely great. Came out in 2021. But it's also got that lavender, violet here, and give that freshness to it. There's also got some mandarin orange and cardamom and gaiac wood. It does smell like Leighton. It smells like a quite a bit of a more masculine version of Matt Layton. I mean, Layton's a bit more playful in my books. This is a little touch more masculine, if I'm getting to be perfectly honest here. A great little number. Well, at this point, it is hyped up. The only downside to this fragrance, and this is just a personal thing, I hate the bottle. The bottle looks absolute trash. But I can't argue with the juice inside it. It smells amazing. Again, I'd probably pull this more ornamented the way the spices work in this. An excellent, excellent fragrance. And I'm pretty sure it'll get him a few compliments. This is Al Haramain Detour Noir. Okay, last two, and this next one is sub 20 quid, and the clothing it's making, its clothing is an absolute iconic one at this point. This is Bleu de Chanel, this is Bleu de Chel by Mason Alhambra. This smells about 90% of the way there, and I'd say it's between the EDT and the EDP, so it's kind of in that middle bracket of, it's not super like the EDP, but it's not like the EDT, so it's a little bit richer than that. So, yeah. That's that grapefruit, touch of mint in it, green pepper, and that vetiver in here. It smells very, very gentlemanly. A touch of chili in here, which gives it that nice. The only thing I will say is not quite as incensey as Bleu de Chanel, which I don't have a problem with that. It has got enough woods in here. It's got everything else in here. Like I say, that's probably the only downside if you like a little bit more incense than Bleu de Chanel will work. But this is for the price you're paying for it. Sub 20 quid, and Bleu de Chanel is probably never discounted. So you're looking at least 80 to 100 plus quid for at least a decent sized bottle for 50ml plus upwards. This one's sub 20. It's hard to beat. So this is Bleu de Chanel by Mason Alhambra. Right, my number one, and back then, all of these are fantastic, and I just find this one just a little bit more fun. The only downside to this one, and I cannot remember which clone it is of, but if you know, let me know in the comments and let me know. This is from Afterno, Supremacy in Heaven. This is amazing. And it's got bergamot, it's got vetiver, Mosco, a bit of sandalwood, and the interesting note of blackcurrant in here. It smells divine. It just works. It's slightly a bit fruity, a bit playful, a bit of fun here. Again, lasts absolutely hours. And for a fresh fragrance, I've kind of gone more fresh for most of these. Obviously, there's a few that are dipped off the other way. But for a fresh fragrance, this lasts 8+ hours on my skin. That is fantastic. If you want a good fresh fragrance and you want it to last all day, this is very, very hard to beat. This is from the House of Afterno. This is Supremacy in Heaven, my number one. So we've had 10 amazing cologne fragrances, but it's now time to tell you what I've been wearing in scent of the day. Okay, my scent of the day, and I've kind of got a little bit naughty, but hey, who cares? This is from the House of Aaron Shoes, and this is called Daddy. Oh yeah, this is a spicy, little bit sexy number. And I'll tell you now, if the women smell this, they will call you daddy. It's an amazing fragrance. So this is my scent of the day. As always, let me know in the comments what your scent of the day is. I do love hearing from you guys, because honestly, I get so much inspiration from you guys. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Join the absolute bunch of legend you absolutely are. But this is my scent of the day. So this is Aaron Shoes, Daddy. Right, so there you have it. 10 amazing cologne fragrances that will work for pretty much everyone. The most expensive one, I think, obviously after that, that's about 35 quid. The rest of them sub 35, you can't really go wrong. As always, if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, hit me up in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Come a bunch of legends like you absolutely are. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram for my fragrances. Find me there. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. So much watching.